think for old time's sake, we do it
The old way.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Hi everyone, my name is Tiana,
And I'm Ashley.
and this is
WongaPod.
WongaPod.
Well, we haven't done that in years.
Yes. The people have bullied us back into the stew.
Boy, and what I always say, bullying works.
Bully.
Here
Hey.
we are.
Hey.
No matter how many years later, the bullying, we're here.
You know, I was listening to, so the last time I recorded a podcast episode was in 2022.
That's crazy.
Which feels very crazy for me. That feels like
A
a
lifetime
long
ago.
time ago.
I feel like so many things have changed just individually and together from then.
Yeah, and I feel like I did not realize it was so long, and now I understand why people are bullying us.
Yeah, no. put
Well,
into
bullying
perspective
me,
is how-
because you don't really get the bullying, and me get the bullying.
Yeah, no, I am a bully, so no one can bully me. But yeah, it's okay. But here we are. I mean, the result is the same. I'm glad to be here. Happy to be here. Happy to be, reviving it and, bring a new face to it. We never have all of this in a 2019.
Yeah, whenever, funny, I was
We
saying...
did a recording at Tiana bedroom.
I was saying that, like, we didn't have any video.
No.
It
we
was
all
like...
started with recording and people were listening to
It
us
was
and not seeing our faces.
true podcast style. Mind you, people were... I feel like by the time season 2, maybe towards the end of season 2, people were, like, cussing me on YouTube. About why we don't have any video.
Yeah, there was a whole lot back and forth with it, and I think we had so much fun just being so relaxed and recording it the way we did, and it flew so well,
Yeah.
and the flow was great, the chemistry was great, and without seeing us, people were still enjoying it. So we're like, why fix what's broken? And on top of it, I think
Facts.
a lot of people had just started coming into the filming of the podcast.
Yeah.
And
I feel like a lot of people had just started listening to podcasts. Like, it was...
True.
Because we would have started in 2019.
Right before COVID.
Right, when I came back from school, and I was just like, oh, this is just a silly little thing that I wanted to do. Would you do it with me?
I had such a great time.
Crazy times. Just wanted to let the people know that you'd see that we're now WongaPod. And so unfortunately, just, due to busyness, life and thing, Ashley will no longer be a permanent co-host. But like she there.
Obviously.
Like Shaga there. So like don't feel like she gone nowhere.
You mad?
Shaga there. I will definitely have her
me.
back for many, many episodes to come.
Yeah, for sure.
I know a lot of people loved our chemistry. And so I was like listening to season 3, episode 1 last night, and I was like, we're chatting on.
I think we are where yapping started.
Yeah.
I think we created word.
Yeah. When them have the like caveman join, yapping 101, and it's like a little stick man at me and a stick man at you with
true.
the microphone.
Agreed.
With that.
Yeah.
What I think is so interesting. So obviously I want us to start with just like maybe talking about how our lives have changed since then. But when I was listening to it, at the end of the episode, the end of the episode, which is so crazy. At the end of the episode, we were like, "Yeah, Andrew need to free up the curfew."
As in Andrew Holmes,
I just felt like I
the
could
Prime
not
Minister?
realize. I didn't realize that it was so
Oh my God,
long
that's
ago.
so true, because we had curfew past 2021, probably early 2022.
Yeah, like there was still a curfew happening. We were still talking about it. People were still wearing masks.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I'd bring back from COVID is social distancing.
Facts.
Stop standing so close to me in the lines.
Facts.
The stickers are on
Especially
the ground.
in the
Let us follow
supermarkets.
them. Especially and in the tasty line.
I won't talk about that. I won't bring that up here.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Have a lot of catching up to the then.
For sure. Another thing that we also talked about, funny enough, this has come full circle. Because this episode will be dropping on my birthday, God's willing.
Fun. I like that.
And season 3, episode 1, I told people that my birthday was coming up and they needed to give me a cow. We were talking about oxtail.
Were we okay?
And I said, somebody needs to give me a call for my birthday so that we can start Wonga Farms. We could have been having a farm to table, luxury, all-inclusive experience. We spoke about all of this on season 3, episode 1.
So did you get the cow?
No! What are you guys doing? Where is my cow? I need a cow. I still haven't gotten a cow. I think we could be so much farther in life if I had a cow.
If we just ventured into farming, full stop.
Exactly.
You know, I have my aeroponic dreams already.
There you go.
The vertical farming is the way to go.
And Ashley already has a farm. Like, we spoke about this too. I was like, I have somewhere for the cow to go.
Could I say
like, the housing is not an issue. I just need the cow. So yeah, but
we're still keeping a cow dream alive, people. So
for sure,
Tiana's birthday is the first week of March. If we can find even a calf, we just need somewhere to start.
Yes,
we just need one farm animal.
So another thing that we brought up, I'm kind of just like going. Honestly, I really felt just so nostalgic listening to that episode.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
I don't recall watching many of the episodes back, so I would always listen to them when them drop. But to listen to them again, I
think you should. I think you really should listen to it again. Like, no. Like, listen to it now.
I can't imagine, like, what our ideas and thoughts were back then. I mean, we were just talking a lot about food, and then the conversation about food always relates to so many other things, and I think that's what made it so interesting.
Yeah.
And it always provoked conversation with so many other people. Yeah. I think one of the best parts of the podcast was when we looked at the statistics, and we saw that people in different countries were listening to us.
Yes.
And it was very eye-opening.
Honestly, people all over the world are still listening to us.
That's crazy.
Which is so crazy, because I feel like the weirdest thing is that I will see like I think last month we had like 12 listens.
Did you send that to me?
No, I didn't, because I just saw it like 2 days ago.
That's crazy.
And I'm like,
so people are listening to
we not drop an episode in 2022.
You can't imagine how we drop this new season.
That's crazy. Crazy. And
man.
It's a time. It was fun.
I love that.
It was fun. I mean, it still is fun.
Yeah.
So one of the things. So we're gonna go on a little nostalgic. Okay. Also, another thing. Yo, we're smart enough. Like, when I was listening to the episode, I was like, wow, big words. We are smart.
Well read.
We have sense.
I love that.
Parents paid for that education.
They absolutely did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So in season 1, episode 1, right? Or we did kick off the whole show to start with. We talked about, like, we did some like controversial Jamaican stuff, like talked about like Jamaican food. And one of the things that we got dragged for, I would say the biggest thing that we've got dragged for ever in our, I'm going to call it 2.5 seasons of this show, is the fact that we were against curry gravy and fried chicken. And I'm bringing it back.
I do remember that.
What's so funny is that in season 3, episode 1, we were like, bullying works.
Yeah.
Because
we did try.
Both me and Ashley eat curry gravy with fried chicken.
We literally had that 2 days ago.
Yeah, literally.
I wouldn't say I'm a convert, but I do appreciate it a lot more than
I would say I'm a convert.
The idea of it before was but the best part of it now, when you go to cook shop and ask for the curry gravy, and them have a curry goat gravy and curry goat meat, you know, that's the best part. That's the benefit of the curry gravy.
I feel like if I ask for curry gravy and I get a little piece of the goat in it, I feel like it's a gift.
Yeah.
I feel like Saint Nicholas himself
is him
dropped off that him kill a goat and him hand deliver that piece of goat in my box.
And he blessed the woman's hand that shared it for you. Absolutely. No, I believe in it. The box we had at Tasty the other day, it wasn't tasty, it was sugar and spice. Bad. It was excellent. It was excellent. Big up sugar and spice. It was good.
Some other things that like we brought up, I realized like we ended that episode with kind of like things that we said throughout the seasons. And one of the things was like, watch your own plate. Which to me, I was like, oh my gosh, this is something that we said all the time, but like I didn't even remember that was something that we used to say.
Because I think we used to wrap up a lot of episodes while we were sharing our ideas and our takes on the food that we would like. We would always encourage people
to try new things,
but also don't care what anybody said about the plate, that the food on your plate, you know. If this is what you like, I never hate nobody 5 years ago because I eat curry gravy with fried chicken.
Right.
That's fine. Right. But exactly, watch your own plate.
And in that same vein, we also used to say, don't knock it till you try it.
Always.
Which, I mean, that's like not a special phrase or anything, but like I still very, very, very strongly believe.
Yeah, and pretty much applicable throughout every piece of society. Don't try anything, even outside of food. Don't knock it until you try it.
Yeah. And then of course we always used to joke and say eat what you grow what you eat,
Yo, let me
because
tell you something.
that was a World Will Never campaign, still very
Bro.
relevant right now.
Christopherson was the Minister of Agriculture when they did that, don't
I
it?
think so.
Whatever it is to this day,
Yeah.
people still abide by it, you know.
Yeah, eat
and
what
it's
you grow
true.
what you eat.
Let me tell you, people have them little backyard garden, and even just in conversations now, when them talk about, you know, doing things yourself instead of going around and buying things, you really do eat what you grow and grow what you eat. And if you don't eat it, you don't grow it.
Yeah. And I definitely think
iconic line, man.
I think as well with the whole, I think we've had 2 years back to back now of natural disasters, hurricanes, Hurricane Melissa and Hurricane, what was the one before?
Beryl was last year.
Beryl. Well, no,
Storm
not
Beryl.
last year.
2024.
Melissa was last year, and
Mm.
then Beryl was here before that.
Yes,
and I
that's
think,
true.
you know, both of those things affected our breadbasket parish, St. Elizabeth, for those who don't know. And so I think a lot of people were without, I mean, Scotch bonnet price just a drop like last week, just going back down.
Did you see the price of a lime in the supermarket?
No, I haven't bought any lime recently.
$1,349 for a bag of lime of like 7 and 4 of them green. Discovered this last
and them
weekend.
dry.
And they're
sure
you're not
them
getting
dry.
anything out of it. And you're right. It's hurricane, and when the one parish in the country out of 14 is a main producer of all produce, ground provisions, etc.
Yeah.
How do we live
Yeah.
if we're not doing it ourselves? We're depending on them, and not only are we having shortage, once it's there, the quality is bad because of just, you know, naturally the environment isn't conducive to growing quality things, and then it's so expensive. Right? So let me tell you, that grow what you eat what you grow campaign was really just extended beyond just, you know, eating right, but also being self-sufficient for when things like this happen.
Yeah. For real. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a green thumb, but I do. I've always said like I would love to have like a little
backyard garden.
You know, like a something like more. I think at one point we used to grow scallion, but then it died when we moved.
Oh yeah.
And we just never catch it back.
Funny enough, there was another campaign under the Ministry of Agriculture. I believe it was sometime between 2020 and 2022, where they were encouraging the backyard farming, backyard gardening, and
right, you couldn't like apply for something,
right, and they would give you like the whole set to start with. So they give you little trays and give you little seedlings and say, oh yeah, you live in a complex, but it's fine, you can grow it on your veranda. And I think that was still an encouragement from that original campaign, which I think we've done pretty well with. I see so many people in Kingston where, you know, them have them little plant garden, them flowers, but them plants a little tomato, them plants a little pepper, which is great. I'm in full support. I live in concrete jungle, and I have nowhere for plants, nothing. And Floyd Green never approved my application when I ordered the gardening thing, so I could start gardening on the veranda. When they can check the facts, I me did apply and me get rejected. Now graveling in my backyard, hence the vertical farming. So I'm gonna order my things online, put them together, and I'm gonna grow a billion heads of lettuce in 8 weeks.
Period.
Yeah.
No, period.
No, exactly. I'm gonna start sell lettuce.
Period.
Tell your friend to tell a friend.
Period.
Farming with Ashley coming soon.
You see? No, but this comes back to the cow. Because this could have been an extension of Wonga Farm.
It's true.
And
we're gonna make it happen. I think farming is a way to go.
I agree.
We all go settle on a farm eventually. We can all live in a town like this.
I think so. I agree.
I believe in it.
I think so.
I believe in it.
On that note as well, Ashley also wrote an article for the Wonga blog.
About how chicken expensive.
Yes, talking about why, you know, Jamaica still struggles to feed itself. And yeah, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. We are wonga.com/blog.
Yeah.
It's there. And I think I just feel it was such a great way to transition out of like all of the things that we've spoken about on the podcast. It just felt very relevant. And I think following Hurricane Melissa,
trust me,
you know, I think highlighted a lot of things. A lot of people suddenly were struggling where food was concerned. Even, you know, I would say privileged / uptown people were concerned about food too. It was like a island-wide problem.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you know, we'll have different segments of society. And you have your upper class, your lower class, and your middle class. But all are we eating from the same place? Yep. I don't know if you remember incident the other day where the container washed up on the shore.
Oh, of course I
and
remember.
people were digging into
Of course
it.
I remember.
And I'm like, you can use this just to get an appreciation of the landscape of food in Jamaica. Food is expensive, even what is here for us. And sometimes that expense is man-made, unfortunately,
Yeah.
just due to policies and stuff like that. But when I saw the people them taking the chicken out of the container, I'm not gonna say I agree and I support, but I do understand.
That was my thing too, because it's like, obviously, you know better.
Of course.
So, you know, from a health perspective, this is dangerous. I mean, it's the same thing with the used to say somebody put up a vending machine in Spanish Town.
Yes, the KFC.
That's selling KFC and Popeyes. And so it's one of those things where it's like,
people are so creative.
People are so creative, one. Two, like I get like accessibility is a thing.
Yeah.
So whether it's going to get the free chicken out of the wash up container, or you know, have an easier way to get KFC or Popeye, like fried chicken, like, because the reality is there is this great barrier, whether the barrier is money or the barrier is time
or just access.
and access.
Or access, you
right?
know.
Because if me not have a car for drive go at KFC, no, the money is not just the KFC, the money is now the taxi fare.
Or it goes beyond that with regards to access. Look at that amount of birds that Nutrimix lost after burial.
There we go.
And then after the hurricane.
There we go.
We have to get the fowl them from somewhere
There
to
we
cook
go.
the chicken. So we just literally have a shortage as soon as things like this happen that we can't control. So the person who set up the KFC kiosk just saw a need and say, oh, the KFC probably down the road affected by Hurricane Melissa.
Right.
Don't open back. Let me carry KFC from somewhere else. Give it to the people and people go and buy it once it's there.
Yeah.
And then I guess that also kind of indicate the necessity of food, because no matter the price, look at it this way, we know the prices of KFC, somebody's buying KFC to sell it back and people are still buying it.
Yeah.
People are buying second-hand KFC.
That's actually a great way to put it.
Second-hand KFC.
But I think it definitely shows, unfortunately, you can talk all you want about, you know, Jamaica wanting to become a first world country and yada yada yada, and how, you know, we'll go become a cashless society and blah blah blah. When you look at how Jamaicans interact with food, I think that goes to show where we really are developmentally.
Absolutely. One of our main indicators, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Because, and I think in another episode later down this season, we do mention a conversation about like how Jamaicans feel about freeness. And I'm like, the reason why Jamaicans flock so much to free food or discounted food is honestly because there is a need for it.
Absolutely.
There is a need. We are still in a situation where so many people in Jamaica are without. With our current, you know, socioeconomic system that we have set up here, it's like, I don't know, man. And I think Hurricane Melissa highlighted that to me even more. Like the amount of people, the fact that I feel like we did not have proper systems in place before the hurricane to deal with people who were without, and now having this like mad scramble to help them, plus all the newly people without. You know what I'm saying? And it just really made me sad. I remember I saw a video of a guy saying that like him did get like this big container, like a igloo, of food, and him, of course, you know, is like rice and all sort of like non-perishable tin food and and there was a video and he was like, look pan this, me never yet see food like this in my life. Where were all of you before the hurricane?
I think I did see a conversation relating to that.
You know, and it's sad. It's sad that a natural disaster had to happen for people without to feel like their countrymen were taking care of them.
Yeah, I mean, we hear all the stories of parents not being able to send their kids to school because they don't have the money to feed them on that day. Or when they send them to school, school is the only place or the only time they do eat.
Yeah.
Because it's funded otherwise. So that's a harsh reality of many Jamaicans, and it's a perpetual state in our society. And unfortunately, and this is something that we used to talk about in almost every podcast, because it's so, sorry, every podcast episode back then, because it's so true. All of this started in our plantation society.
Facts.
All of this started, the quality of the food that we eat started from then. It was dictated by then. Did you know that CIBC, set up in Jamaica, it's a Canadian bank, they came to Jamaica initially because Jamaica was the largest purchaser of saltfish. And CIBC, if I remember
Jamaica is
correctly,
still a very large portion of
we are
saltfish
consumers
purchasing.
of saltfish. So Canada would export and Jamaica would buy so much.
Yeah.
So CIBC say,
We'll go set up a bank. You know, I didn't know that.
I learned that literally 2 days ago.
Wow.
It's crazy. I don't remember the mechanics of it, but it's literally saltfish why CIBC came to Jamaica.
That is crazy.
And remember
big up CIBC, by the way.
Right.
I bank with CIBC. I love them.
Nice. Yeah, I need to check them out because I heard something.
No, man, them nice. My first car loan ever was from CIBC. Really? They were nice, man. They were nice.
I'm in a choke. This is crazy. I'm embarrassed. Anyway, back to the original talk. But yeah, we had a society created out of plantation where our colonizers would have given us the scraps, the what left, and that created the Jamaican diet. You know, high salt, high sugar. The reason why we have so many corned products in Jamaica is because we never have fridge back when we did consume food, and the only way to preserve it is by corning it.
We never have fridge and we never have ice.
We never have ice, because so there's no way to preserve and keep the meat fresh. So them have to corn it so them could have it last longer. The salt increase, the cholesterol is
the
bad.
rich people had ice because they could afford.
And then it created that big divide. But then what you will see is a society that did not come out of that.
Right.
So you have people who live on things like what them call the ghetto oxtail, the turkey neck, the chicken back, the scraps of the chicken parts, the saltfish, and that has just been our society even to this day.
Yeah.
And we have some of us really have a bad relationship with food, and I think that's why the health ministry has tried to get so involved with dictating how we eat. And you know, the truth is, yes, you want to tell people to eat better, but can they?
Well, and I feel like it's not even, well, yes, of course, can they is very important because, so I've been thinking a lot over the past, honestly, since 2022, about how people talk about food and how people think about food and just the general narrative around food.
Yeah.
In terms of a lot of people see food as just this thing to eat. It's just this thing to just for consumption,
because I have to
and
eat
energy,
so I just eat
and
it.
you know. Whereas I feel like, and I think we definitely have spoken about this before, about like the way how people interact with food is such an indicator of so many other things in their lives other than just nutrients and survival. You know, it's an indicator of their history, as you said. It's an indicator of their culture. It's an indicator of their socioeconomic status. It's an indicator of their family traditions. It's an indicator of, you know, maybe their love language, how they share and how they relate to people. Food is a part of how people celebrate. Food is a part of how people mourn. Food is literally
an essential part, and it plays a big role in every part of our society.
It's so much more than just face value, which I think a lot of people think of it that way. They're like, oh, like I follow this nutritionist on Instagram who her whole thing is like trying to get people to like decenter the notion of good food and bad food, because she's like, there is no such thing as bad food. Every single food, even if it's fast food, serves a purpose, and sometimes that purpose is to be the only food you're gonna have for the day, the most accessible food you could have for the day, or the purpose of that food is to make you feel better when you're going through heartbreak, or to celebrate a graduation, or to celebrate the fact that you fly out for the first time and it's the first time you're getting to eat McDonald's. You get me? Like, there's so many layers to the like how we interact with food, and so I really like her take on it, whereas like there is no such thing as bad food, because every single food, every single thing that we put in our mouths serves a
The
purpose.
Agreed.
Even if, when you look at it from a health perspective, okay, maybe it's not the best for your heart health.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the best for your
Yeah, but
cholesterol
sometimes
level.
you eat and it just make you feel better.
But
And
exactly,
that's the
and I
purpose
think
that
we have
it
an episode
serve.
about that too, where it's like joy
Yeah.
is a good enough reason for food. Joy is a good
I
enough
remember that was
reason.
comfort foods.
Yes,
Yes, that's
joy.
true.
Joy is a good enough reason to eat something, especially if you're feeling like you've been devoid of that for a while, right?
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah. Before we move on, though, we gotta pay some bills. So yeah,
Commercial break.
commercial break. All right, Ashley, we are back.
I'm kind of scared for what you have planned for us to either talk about or what you're gonna ask me.
So I have two little activities.
So said, so done.
Activities. So the first thing is funny. This wasn't even a planned activity, but I saw a post about it on Instagram, and I was like, "Oh, this would be cool to talk about."
Okay.
So, what is something that you didn't eat when you were younger, but you like it now?
Sushi. I did the first time I had it. I did not like it. I was like,
Fair.
I
do remember that. I remember you not really liking sushi.
Yeah, and I think it's so easy for me to answer because I was thinking about it recently.
That's
I had
crazy.
sushi recently and I was like, Jano, I can't believe I went so much of my life and I did not like this. I know I like it cooked. I know I like it raw, and it's so.
And you know what?
So
That's
good.
on growth.
Yeah,
That's on
opening
growth.
up is a grown woman palate.
Yeah, don't knock it till you try it.
Exactly.
For sure. Something for me is pickles. I hated pickles.
Really?
Hated pickles. I would pick out pickles out of things.
I used to ask for extra pickles.
I hated pickles when I was younger. If them put it in the burger, I would open the burger and pick it out. As a matter of fact, on the same pickle vein, I never used to like onion and I never used to like tomato.
I know about the tomato.
So I used to pick out all of those things when I was
younger. So you used to just eat bread and the patty?
And lettuce,
and the beef?
no, the lettuce and the
Lettuce
cheese. You know matter. But yes, yeah, but no. Oh God, I love pickles.
Yeah, no,
I love pickles.
When I used to live in my parents' house and them can't afford groceries, Mommy used to buy the pickles in a jar, and I used to just eat the pickles out of the jar.
That's me now. I will just eat pickles straight out of the jar. I remember the first time. One of my first memories of going abroad, I think we were like in Walmart, and my mother did buy. This was back in the days when I didn't like pickles, and my mother bought a jar of pickles and just started eating them in Walmart, and I was like,
Liz, in Walmart.
I was like, that is nasty.
So how did you become interested in pickles eventually?
I
if
don't
you had
know.
such a disdain for it.
I actually wish I could pinpoint the transition. But I don't know. I think one day maybe I just couldn't bother take it out of a burger.
And it changed your life?
I don't know. Actually, okay. No. Because I feel like maybe I used to still eat it, but I do remember. So I don't know if this was the exact point, but I feel like I might have been like in foreign. And I went to a restaurant maybe, and I think because there are a couple restaurants in foreign, like I feel like it's a common thing where like if you order a burger and you get fries, and then they'll give you like a pickle spare.
Yeah.
So I think I might have gotten like a pickle spare, and I was like, let me just try this. And it's
one try and that was it.
One try and that was it. Like I was like, this is life changing. Why did I ever think this was so bad? It was so good. No. Pause. Fix my mic?
Yeah, because you turned.
Because I turned, yeah. Right? Like I'm seeing all the little notes. Hold on. I need to come up in the chair. Yeah.
Fix your top.
All right, picking up in 3, 2.
Is there anything else that you feel like you didn't eat when you were younger, but like you like now?
What did I not eat when I was younger is the problem. Because I used to eat so much and everything. I mean, I grew up in country, so we used to try, all the things that people will say they don't like chicken foot. I used to eat
No,
chicken
well,
foot all the
I
time.
always love chicken
I
foot.
always love chicken foot.
People who hate chicken foot,
people
I'm
don't
like,
like-
but you
Yeah.
know what it is? I think it's a
Visual
texture thing.
thing?
No,
Oh.
well, I think it's a mental thing. But then I also think it's a texture thing because
Yeah.
chicken foot
Kinda
can be
rubbery.
slimy and rubbery.
Yeah, agreed.
But I love slimy and rubbery, which
Yeah.
is weird. But yeah.
No, I'm into all of it. I like goat tripe, pig trotters, cow foot. I'm gonna eat them all. I mean,
No thanks. Sorry.
really,
It's not for me.
I know the pig trotters thing is kind of definitely a texture problem for people because it's so soft and to have a little slimy, greasy texture when you stew it. But I love it. I'm sorry.
Something that I never used to eat when I was younger was chicken skin.
Chicken skin.
I hated chicken skin.
Oh, so anyway, it's prepared. You're taking the skin
I'm
off.
taking
and
the
eating
skin off.
No, that's fair.
And I feel like I tell this story all the time. When McDonald's was in Jamaica, McDonald's in Jamaica used to sell fried chicken, by the way. If you never know.
I don't remember.
If you never know, now you know.
Interesting.
And so it used to be me and my cousin. Well, he's not really my cousin, but like, family friend. And we were around the same age. And he never liked chicken meat. He only liked chicken skin.
Maga boy.
Yeah.
Skin, them not
Him,
know me
still maga. Well, no, him kind of, no. You know, like.
I
Yeah.
see.
But like back then, yeah. And so like it was perfect because we'd go to
Very
McDonald's
beneficial for a trip.
and we just share, like our parents were in heaven because we just share a box. I would just eat the meat and he would eat the skin. And everybody was happy. It was great. Don't need to buy 2 meals, just buy one.
Yeah,
It was a 2-for-1 deal.
Well, that's good because chicken skin not necessarily good for you. So.
It's but back
Right.
oh god, I hated it back then. Like I don't know. That might have been a mental thing for me. I was like, why would you want to eat the
of it.
skin?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. No, I mean now I will eat it. I mean,
I feel like, funny enough, when you think about skin on meat, chicken skin may be the only palatable one because if I get a plate of pork in front of me and I'm seeing a lot of fleshy pieces or even beef, I'm not going to want to eat it. I'm going to either send it back or I will strip it completely if I'm the one preparing it. So maybe chicken skin is the only thing that is acceptable. Because, I mean, you want the skin on like when you're frying it.
yes, and I feel like I have also made ramen, like a top of a ramen, where like you literally prepare the chicken skin by itself.
separately, yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, when I did it, I was like, oh, this is
so good.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
you could
it's
make
great.
chips out of chicken skin and I'd eat it.
Yeah, because it's
Honest
so
to God.
it gets so crispy when you fry it.
Honest to God. All right, now to kind of round out our episode, we are gonna take it back to season 1, episode 1.
Whoa.
So we're going to the like a win or bin.
Okay.
Jamaican food.
All right.
You
Lay it
know?
on me. Let me
Right.
hear it.
All right, so the first one. Pear.
Win.
Avocado or pear.
Win.
Bin.
Win. I want to take it out the bin and throw it back at you. What do you mean?
Bin.
If you had on a Jamaican tag right now, I'd just go so.
Bin. Bin. I don't like it. I'm sorry.
Is it a texture thing? Is
No,
it a taste
I
thing?
just feel
Is
like
a
it serves
mental
no
thing?
purpose
Is it
to
a
me.
Bellevue issue that we need to address? Like,
Hey!
have you been seeing the CEO?
Yes!
I love
Big up
it.
the CEO of Bellevue!
Camille or
What's your name? What's your name?
It don't matter. She's funny. I
What's
love
your
it.
name?
Anyway, we're calling her tomorrow.
Oh my
because
god, I've been seeing
she have to come
her.
pick you up on her bicycle.
This is a big separate note. Big up yourself. Like what
No,
you've
we
been,
love the
what you've
content.
been doing for mental health. Mind you, we had a whole episode about food and mental health. I
We
think in
did,
season 2.
yeah.
Like
End the
big up-
stigma.
Oh my god, end the
love
stigma.
it.
End the
love
stigma.
it. I love it. Anyway, she's picking you up tomorrow.
That's okay. Me will bicycle with her.
yeah.
Me will bicycle with her.
You will
I don't
on a
know.
bicycle.
Bike back.
So
Come
yes,
and
is it a texture thing, a taste thing?
I just don't think it serves a purpose.
It's healthy fats. What do you mean?
I-
You literally just tell me, say, listen to the nutritionist where say everything serves a purpose. I go sit down beside me and tell me that.
Right.
But
And I see the benefit for people who enjoy it. I just don't feel like it's necessary. Like honestly, I will tolerate it in sushi. Because I do see the benefit in sushi. Like it adds a little creaminess.
That's true.
And it does add a fat that I think fat is very necessary.
But you're not one of those people that's going to have it on the side of every meal once it's in season.
Absolutely not. I don't care for it. You're never going to see me slicing pear and
give me
and
2
doing
slices
anything with it. Sorry, not
free.
sorry.
By
the way, speaking of which, say juicy patty in a foreign, you can put avocado in the patty.
Don't start me up when it come on to juicy and the lack of potential in Jamaica, especially when you see what they're doing in the US of A.
That's fair.
That's for our next episode.
That's fair. That's
okay.
Fair.
I'll put my thoughts together and bring them back.
So that's how I feel. Very much been. But you say win. And I had a pear tree in my backyard when I was growing up too.
Yeah, me too.
I did not care about that one bit.
That's
all right.
crazy.
Next thing. Fish eye. / fish head. We not been.
Let me start by saying I love a good fried fish. Me and Tiana used to just go out to Hellshaw just for some fish and
As a
come
matter of fact, you want to go this weekend?
We can.
It's
been a while.
Yeah. I would like some fish.
My relationship with fish is, it can be a little difficult to eat. So when you have a contend with the bone and all of that, you see when it gets to the part of the head, I don't think I need it. I don't get as much meat off of the head as everybody else. My parents always tell me to eat a fish eye because of the nutrients in the fish eye.
And it make you smarter or something like that. I don't know. I always hear something. What them say about fish eye?
What them study was say, if me eat a fish eye, take a make me.
Your vision, yeah. Well, mine done gone bad. Maybe I should have eaten some fish eye.
Yeah, no, I can bin the fish eye. I can do without it. I think I can enjoy a really good fish without consuming the fish eye, whether it's fried or steamed.
I don't care about the fish eye.
Or the fish head, to be honest with you.
So, honestly, okay. Fish head might actually be... I wouldn't say I like it. When I was younger, I thought it was yucky. I was like, why are you eating the head of something?
Yeah.
And I remember my mother...
My mom loves a fish head.
That girl love a fish head.
Any fish head we leave on the table, she go eat it.
Honest to God, I'm like, you come from country. You come from country, can you eat anything? But no, I used to think it was crazy. I'm like, what? Because to me, I was like, what is in the fish head to eat?
There's barely any meat on
Nothing.
that side.
There's barely anything.
No, it stressed me out for no
but
reason.
since I've gotten older, I have learned to like pick out the meat, and this might just because I'm Wonga and we just want more without having to order a whole new fish. So I've learned to kind of pick out meat, but like you see people who like
take up the head and suck it up. I will eat as much as I can off the fish head itself, meat wise, but you're not going to see me chewing up the fish head.
No, thank you.
Not going to chew
all the teeth, the little jaggy teeth. No, sir. Sorry.
My thing is, I don't need necessarily for the food that I'm having to have a face.
Well, I know that's why a lot of I've met, even like when I'm telling some of my friends abroad about how we eat fish in Jamaica, they're like so uninterested because they're like, I don't want something with a face on it. Right. Yeah. So I get it, but like also don't knock it till you try because I think
agreed.
Fried fish, steamed fish, nice.
But for me, the head bin.
I would say, bin. Yeah, I can live without it.
I can live
without it. All right, the last one. Drinking tea in the morning.
Win.
Bin.
Not even like hot water and lemon juice there.
No! So what's funny is that Ken and I were talking about this earlier today. So I don't eat breakfast in the morning.
I know that.
I'm not a breakfast eater. And honest to God, all my life, well, not all my life, because when I was younger, like, for prep school, my mother used to make like Milo and them things. So it's not that I grew up not drinking hot beverages in the morning. I did, and then I got to a point where I just stopped, like in high school when I decided that I wasn't gonna eat breakfast anymore. Like my mother just stopped preparing it for me, and then I just stopped doing it. And I know there's this idea in Jamaica that like you need to drink tea for bust the gas. Actually, I've never woken up one morning with gas for bust.
You know what's also true? There's no busting off gas if the cup of tea you're drinking in the morning have 5 spoons of sugar and 2 cups of milk in there.
But I have also just never woken up with gas to bust. Unless, of course, I don't know. Like, I don't know unless I made some poor decisions the night before. But,
yeah, where you feel like you need it to
but even so, I don't think I've ever been called to
have a cup of tea in
have
the
a cup of tea in the
morning.
morning. And honestly, I know a lot of people say you should drink like a warm beverage in the morning. Honestly, I have a cup of cold water, and that gets me started for the day.
Well, the first thing I consume in the morning is like a chug of some cold water.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, okay, so when Kian and I were talking about it, right? We were saying that, it's so weird because, like, it depends on, like, the way how health and its relationship to food is framed is like so weird and definitely a huge marketing ploy, because I feel like you can find one set of people who will say, oh, you have to drink something warm in the morning because that goes open up your stomach and soothe your belly and start your metabolism.
Your digestive system.
But then I was saying that I read a study a couple years ago that said that you should start your days with a cup of cold water because it will shock your system and start your metabolism. So I'm like, who is right? Really and truly, just drink the water. Just drink the water. Start your day with water. Stop policing how people drink water and just make them drink the water.
I think at the end of the day, remember that every study is funded.
Exactly.
So everybody has an agenda. Where they want to lead you. I think, and it's so funny because I do remember the cold water theory, having it in the morning, what it does for your system and how it starts you up basically. And so much more now I'm seeing a lot of information coming to me about, you have something warm in the morning because it will basically open up your digestive system and you're better able to digest everything you consume afterwards. But I think for me, tea in the morning is a personal preference because tea in the morning can mean anything. Tea in the morning can mean a cup of hot water with lemon. It can be a red rose. It can be chocolate tea, as you say, it's Milo. Not all of those things are good for us, obviously.
Right.
So for me, it's if you feel like you don't need the tea in the morning, if your body not used to it, you don't need the tea in the morning.
I think the last time I religiously had tea, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it was about the tea. I think it was about the fact that I was just dropped at school so early that I didn't have anything else to do.
So when you were talking about the school part, I was gonna mention, because I lived so far and went to school like 2 hours away, I was up early, and I think it helped me because I was getting up so early. I was traveling for so long, and then I wouldn't eat until I would have gotten to school.
Right.
So for me, that would probably be good because I can't imagine waking up at 5 and not eating until 7 o'clock at all.
Right. No.
After getting up and getting ready and traveling for so far.
So I do remember because like I also we used to wake up at 5:30. I'd be at school by like latest 7:15. And when I reached the school, maybe you alone did it.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to go to the canteen and like buy a red rose, put one spoon of condensed milk, and that was me and my tea. But I don't think I never had that because I needed tea. I had it because I was at school. There was nothing for me to do. Remember, go just buy some tea, like that's what was available at that time. And obviously, I'm not trying to drink soda or anything like that first in the morning. So
honestly, I think one of the biggest purpose of tea in the morning is to hold you until you have the time to eat something more.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, I just wake up and go. Like I'm just most days I'm not having my first meal until like.
But you don't start.
12.
But you don't start your day until.
That's true.
9.
Maybe
10 o'clock.
if I was still waking up at like 5 o'clock, then yes,
it's different.
Absolutely.
So for me, I'm not necessarily awake early, but I have to be alert to start my day work-wise by 7 a.m. latest.
Fair.
So I will get up, have tea, and just have like a quiet time until that time.
Yeah.
But if I never have to start my day until 9 o'clock, and if I was sleeping maybe up until like 8 or so, and I'm getting up at 9, starting and just going and then having something afterwards, I don't think I would necessarily have religious tea every day.
Right. Yeah.
I would say win because tea tastes nice, but if it's not for you, it's not for you.
It's like, I'm not saying bin because I don't like tea, because I do think there's a time and place. Let me tell you, when we go like a hotel, I drink the tea. I drink the tea with my
especially at the end of the day.
Like a scrambled egg and my French toast and the little sausage. I drink my tea. But it's just not a must for me. It's not a part of my everyday life, and it's not that I'm against the
Yeah.
tea agenda.
Sometimes tea for me is comfort too. So having like a nice warm cup in the evening after a
I
long
feel
day.
okay, so I feel like in the evening I will feel for Milo in the evening. But to me, Milo is not tea. Like
No,
I don't
Milo is
consider
not
Milo
tea.
tea.
No.
I know some people do. Some people think that they'll just say
Milo
when
with
them say
oxygen
tea, they
E
mean anything
is
at
tea. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people just say you have to have tea in the morning to bust the gas. You just need it's just anything warm.
Yeah.
And you know you're going to put 5 spoons of sugar
But
in the
no,
Milo.
some evenings I'll be like, I feel for Milo.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
just
that
have the
different.
Milo, and then that's just my something nice for the day.
Food with purpose.
Yeah, food with purpose. Exactly. And on that note, guys, we have a lot to come for this season.
We're excited to see all the guests.
Yes. It's
Not saying I'm bad mind, but
bad mind, get the president.
yo, sometimes I feel like I'd quit my job just to enjoy my life.
Honestly, if you quit your job,
Just to feel like a person.
everybody, just like how everybody needs to give me a call, everybody needs to send money to Ashley's bank account so she can quit her job and she can be the permanent co-host on the
Please, that
WongaPod.
literally would be my dream.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yes.
I would love that right now. If somebody want to retire me, and let me just do this. I just yap with my friends on camera all day.
I wouldn't be mad.
Please.
I wouldn't be mad. I'm
gonna want to hire me. We could have said nice.
All right, guys. So thanks so much. Thanks so much for listening. We have lots more in store. Can't wait to be on this journey with you. For everybody who is coming back with us from 2022, we're so sorry we took so long to come back to you, but you know,
the bullying works.
we're here, and that's what matters. And yeah, thanks guys, and Ashley, thank you so much for coming back to kick it off like slippers with me again.
Episode 1.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it again.
And until then, I'll see you in the WongaPod next time.